Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is, I guess, HA After Dark. Thank you so very much. And I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'm really not. But tell me what you think of this. Tell me what you think of the following: Whitaker to stay at Justice Department following stint as acting Attorney General. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? Matthew Whitaker has the same views of a whole lot of things as I do, as Tom Fitton does, as John Solomon, Kimberly Strassel, Sarah Carter, Paul Sperry. Matthew Whitaker has been on Newsmax, a great conservative channel on YouTube, numerous times, talking about the email server, talking about a whole bunch of things. I'm not the smartest person in the room, but what does that mean to you? Ladies and gentlemen, if it's bases loaded, no outs, and you're down by 1 run, let me ask you this question. Okay, if you're a baseball fan, if it's bases loaded, you're down by 1 run, and it's no outs, are you in a good position? Press 1 if yes. Press 2 if no or you're not sure. I'll wait. If it's bases loaded, you're down by 1. All right. Sack fly, Rob O'Neill. Well, yeah, more than that. Yeah, Ramla Farah, yes. Okay. You're in a good position. Sounds like a home run. Eric H526. There you go. Barry Bonds. That's right. You're in a good position. Of course, if you're a Dodger fan, I grew up in like the 90s, and I swear to God, I saw so many bases loaded, no out, and it's like double play and then pop up. It's like, I was like, but this doesn't look like that. This is bases loaded. This is bases loaded. No outs. You're looking at a grand slam. You're looking at a double. Get a single. Get a slow roller to second. I don't care. I don't care. Get the run in. Get the run in. Get the run to home plate. Squeeze. I don't care. Exactly. Rob O'Neill, squeeze what I just said. I don't care what you do. Why do you think Matthew Whitaker is staying at the Justice Department? Ron Say was the man. Ron Say was the man. Fernando was the man. Fernando Valenzuela was the man. Whitaker to stay at Justice Department following stint as acting Attorney General. Steve Garvey was the man. Oral Hershiser was the man. Former acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker will remain at the Justice Department despite William Barr's being sworn in to lead the department. So he's staying and Rod Rosenstein's leaving. Whitaker, who served as chief of staff, until President Trump tapped him for the acting attorney in November, is now a senior counsel in the Associate Attorney General's office. Attorney General William Barr was sworn in Thursday after a Senate vote 54-45. To my super chat, thank you so very much for giving me every incentive to rock these live streams. Mike Sosha, yeah. I just want a double. I don't need. I who remembers Andre Galarraga? He was awesome. I just, in my head right now, I just remembering Andres Galarraga hitting a grand slam. I was just watching it like 30 years ago, literally. Joe Sia. You know what? I know that I disagree with his stance on Joe. I disagree with his stance on Israel, but I like Jimmy a lot. But Joe, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Joe. I disagree with pretty much most people on the left and right. Their stance on Israel. I think they focus on Israel way too much. But Joe, thank you. But I mean, I would love to debate anyone on that topic. But Joe, thank you. I do like Jimmy Dore though. The other people at that organization, I do not. I'm not so fond of. Joe, thank you. Whitaker was a controversial player in the president's cabinet, drawing backlash from congressional Democrats who protested his public statements that were critical of the special counsel Robert Mueller's Russia investigation. Don't you love when they're like so proud, like Special Counsel Mueller? Special Counsel Mueller. Oh, he's so special. He's such a special counsel. An inquiry Whitaker oversaw during his time as acting attorney general. Democrats also attacked Whitaker for his time serving as an advisory board member of a patent company. Okay. The former acting attorney general was the first major Trump official to face a grilling by House Democrat majority. So he's staying at the DOJ. Matthew Whitaker is on YouTube. Rumiko! Hello, H.A. Nolan Ryan Astros. Rumiko. I love you more than ever now. Nolan Ryan. I love Nolan Ryan. I love Nolan Ryan. In fact, there's a great Rumiko. You have to watch this. Rumiko, thank you so very much, as always, for supporting my voice. Rumiko, you're absolutely wonderful. You have to watch this, Rumiko. It's Pete Rose and Nolan Ryan. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Pete Rose and Nolan Ryan, and they have like it's at this function in Texas, and there's about 5 or 6 segments. Let me see if I could find this for you. Let me know if Rumiko, you have to watch this. This is so great. I mean, they're talking about baseball. They're talking about everything. Nolan Ryan, Pete Rose. Nolan Ryan, Pete Rose. Just type in, Rumiko, type in Nolan Ryan, Pete Rose. I am. I love Nolan Ryan. The guy pitched until he was, 46? He's throwing high 90 mile per hour fastball. Rumiko, thank you. Love Nolan Ryan. You got to check it out. Borracho wins. So Rumiko, type in Pete Rose, Nolan Ryan on YouTube, and it's the best stories ever because they played basically the same over 20 years, each of them over 20 years. And Rumiko, I'll fill everybody in. I was having dinner, not that big of a deal, but one of my buddies' brother is a sports writer, very, very famous sports writer, and he's friends with a equally famous sports writer. And I was like, and this guy votes for the Hall of Fame, and I was like trying to lobby for Pete Rose. And he was like, no, never. I was like, come on. And I wanted Barry Bonds too. And he was like, no. So I was trying to lobby for both of them. But that was just the opinion of one sports writer. Rumiko, thank you so much as always. Borracho wins! Ron Santo. Yes. Billy Williams was the man. Go Cubs. Ron Santo. Yes. Billy Williams was a great hitter. Ron Santo was a great player. That's right. Cubs. Ernie Banks. Ernie Banks was amazing. Andre Dawson. Remember Andre Dawson? He was awesome. Borracho wins. Thank you. Exactly. Coco Good. Whitaker is a powerful ally. Ladies and gentlemen, Rumiko, thank you. Boricho wins. If it's bases loaded, see, this is the thing, okay? If it's bases loaded, no out. Trump has bases loaded, no out. He's down by one. Really, he's, I guess, up in the long term, but he's down by one. Okay? And I mean, this is perfect. Next week's going to be awesome. Could you imagine the pandemonium? If there's a special counsel, I don't even need a special counsel, but could you imagine? And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'm not the smartest person in the room. Rumiko, Borecho wins. Thank you as always. I'm not the smartest person in the room. I'm just me. I don't have, people talking to me on MySpace, super secret spy agents. They're like, oh yeah, Army Corps of Engineers. Thanks for playing, but it's a couple private companies building it, but thanks for playing. Whitaker to stay at Justice Department following stint as acting AG. Why do you think Whitaker is staying? The guy makes me look like Uma Abedin. Do you understand? Matthew Whitaker makes me look like Tim Kaine. I'm trying to tell you something. These people, they're not stupid and they know what's going on. They know what's going on. They know what's going on. And it's like, I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm not the smartest person in the room, but I have a pretty good sense of what's taking place. I have a pretty good sense of what's taking place. And it's happening slowly but surely. And then when it happens, oh, it's a fake. When Clinton gets indicted, they're going to say it's a fake indictment. Everything's a fake. It's a fake national emergency. Pizza the Hut. Yes, Pizza the Hut. By the way, I love that name. And I try to live with Pizza the Hut. Yes. Mel Brooks. I taste great. Pizza the Hut. Yes. Why do you think William Barr has kept Matthew Whitaker? In fact, Matthew, you could stay here. Rod, don't let the door hit you on the behind. Yeah, you can leave now. Why don't you leave? No, I don't care. Why don't you leave now? Yeah, there's a new sheriff in town. It's me, William Barr. Yes. No, just go. I don't care. We'll send you your boxes UPS. Just go. You can leave. Pizza will send out for you. That's right. Omar Pena, pretty much. If I leave. Muskets. My next thing is a musket. You better believe. You better believe. I'm rocking the musket soon. Trust me. HA second, you can leave now. That's right. I'm rocking the musket. I'll be like, I just love this also. And I was listening to the wonderful, wonderful Tim Pool today. He's awesome. Love Tim Pool. Love Tim Pool. Love Sticks. Love HB. And I was just looking at AOC and Amazon. Again, I'm not the smartest person in the room. But how many thousands of jobs? So New York returns 25,000 jobs to Amazon. Oh my god, I feel bad. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna cry. Kevin Vaughn, master of the game. Great show. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin Vaughn. Thank you, Kevin. You got another thing coming. Eric H. Uh, Kevin Vaughn. Thank you. Borracho wins. Thank you. Rumiko. Thank you. Oh my God, New York. New York returns 25,000 jobs to Amazon. You got another thing coming. Dun, dun, dun. You got another thing coming. Dun, 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 dun. As the company cancels its plan for a major Queens campus, anti-corporate activists got what they wanted at a great cost. We're fighting the oligarchy patriarchy. We're fighting it 25,000 jobs at a time. Yeah. Gregory Tong, thank you. Gregory Tong, thank you. I appreciate that. Gregory, thank you. So, thank God, AOC and Democrats told Amazon, you know what? You can take your 25,000 jobs and place them where the sun don't shine. Because we're not having it. We're going to fight. We're going to get that oligarchy. And you're never going to know what's coming. You got another thing coming. That's so great. That's so great. Oh my God. 25,000 jobs. Thanks, Democrats and AOC. You're awesome. Northern Virginia is keeping Amazon's 25,000 jobs and wants you to know it. Oh my God. I feel bad too. I mean, I know people in New York. When Amazon canceled its plans to build an expansive corporate campus in New York City this week, officials more than 200 miles away in Northern Virginia decided to make a statement. Their message? Their region has its act together. They have been far more prepared, and they were free of drama. Wow. Don't you love how the New York Times just likes to just rub it in? They just rub it in. Breaking the law, breaking the law. They love to keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Oh my God, Northern! Don't you love how the New York Times, they're like insidious? Guess what? New York, the Northern Virginia, yeah. People are going to be rich there. What's up? In Northern Virginia, officials wasted little time. Within hours, the chairman of the Arlington County Board held a call with reporters. I can't speculate what went wrong, and I don't really care to think about it much. Of course not. You're getting you're keeping your what? You're getting 25,000 jobs. It highlighted a particular community dynamic in a region that had its act together. He added that Amazon hadn't changed its plans to bring 25,000 jobs by 2030, with potential to increase to 38,000 employees. Wow. You got another thing coming. Wow. That's awesome. That's fantastic. That's absolutely beautiful and fantastic. 38,000 jobs. AOC's like, we don't need those 38,000. Who needs 38,000 jobs when you're going to dismantle the oligarchy? And then this is an official in Northern Virginia. Oh, yes, we are pleased. Oh, yes, we are pleased. It speaks to certainty that we know what we are doing and put a lot of planning and effort early on into it. Oh, that's this. Dissing. Ay, ay, ay. From the beginning, Virginia officials said their preparations differ sharply from those of other cities that applied to Amazon. Residents and others were generally welcoming, in contrast to the steady drumbeat of protests in New York. Okay. Last month, Virginia legislature overwhelmingly passed a $750 million incentive package for Amazon, which the governor signed into law. It provides Amazon with $550 million in grants for the first 25,000 jobs it creates, and $200 million for more for creating 12,850 additional jobs in subsequent years. You got another thing coming. Oh my God. 38,000 jobs. You did it, Democrats in New York. You did it. Yeah. Oligarchy. You take those 38,000 jobs and you just send them right where the sun don't shine. Officials in Nashville, which landed a smaller development project from Amazon with about 5,000 jobs, also drew distinctions between their approach in New York. The city and Tennessee offered a combined $102 million in tax incentives. Significantly less per job than New York's multi-billion-dollar promise. And Nashville's offer didn't come with the attention-grabbing perks that New York did. So they basically, this is hilarious. This is so hilarious. Amazon cancels plan for 25,000 to 38,000 jobs in New York. You know. Who needs it? Who needs 38,000 jobs? Madge Mac, yes. That's true. Revco, that's true. Oh my God. So let's see what AOC said. AOC, February 13. You got another thing coming. This is great. The fight over Amazon is the fight for the future of the Democratic Party. Okay. This is February 8th. Amazon could reconsider New York headquarters due to local opposition. Why would you? Opposition of Amazon new headquarters in New York include Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who cheered the report. What? Why would you do that? After nearly a year-long search, Amazon in November selected the Long Island City neighborhood of New York City. The announcement was met with almost immediate protest by some New York officials who feared Amazon would take over the Queens neighborhood, drive up prices, and push out existing residents. But it would add 25,000 jobs for the community. And then AOC, this is a tweet. Can everyday people come together and effectively organize against creeping overreach of one of the world's biggest corporations? Creeping overreach. 38,000 jobs in a community that didn't have those jobs. What's wrong with that? Meanwhile, Bernie Sanders was cheated AOC is completely silent about that. Robert Perryman. Robert Perryman. Don't need a stinking jobs. Oh my God. Oh my God. Robert Perryman. Thank you. All right, show wins. Thank you. Rumiko. Thank you. Robert. 38,000 jobs total by 2030, a little bit past that. 20 in 10 years. But she said the world was going to end in 12, so who needs them? Oh my God. Like, what were you? Why don't you protest Wall Street if you're so worried about corporations taking advantage of the system? This is hilarious. And then the AOC's Green New Deal, like I wrote, by the way, my article in the please share. Nice. Sean, very cool. Awesome. This is hilarious. This is really hilarious. I mean, my God. By the way, her Green New Deal would lead to communities being decimated in the Congo. Things to consider. Thank you. So my Federalist article right here. Please share my Federalist article. Kay's thought place. AOC thought they'd be unwilling to work. Lady Lily 115. I wish AOC would end. Oh my God. In the Congo right now, there are 35,000 children working in radioactive mines. I explain this in my article. In the Congo, the mining of cobalt is leading to tremendous suffering. And that's just with 5% of electric car vehicle sales being electric car vehicles. Just with 5%. You cannot build a battery without cobalt, lithium, nickel, the mining of which is extremely detrimental to the environment, and the human toll is catastrophic. That's just with 5% of car sales, electric vehicles. We do not have the technology. Electric cars are not green. They come with tremendous political consequences, especially for the indigenous people in the Congo, in Bolivia, in Chile, in Argentina, in China, that AOC and others care about. This is why you're not seeing a green. This is why you're not seeing a Medicare for all bill, because what they advocate is not feasible. Now, I used to think it was very moral and I was for it, but then I did a little bit of research. It is not feasible. You have to have a feasible plan that's actually possible to implement. This is Salon. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez cheers after Amazon scraps planned New York campus. Anything is possible. Oh, great. Oh, we won. Victory is ours. Victory. Onward to victory. We're stronger together. By the way, Clinton does not own that phrase. I've said that my whole life with people. We're stronger together. She doesn't own that phrase. Are you kidding? They're like so petulant. Oh, you took my phrase. They're nearly $3 billion in government incentives by Governor Andrew Cuomo. Came under intense scrutiny for progressive activists. What? Including AOC, where constituents reside. It's like these are tax breaks. You're not giving them money. They're creating jobs. Anything is possible. Like you just and then there's it says torpedoing your own citizens. Well done. Oh my god. And the community would have been you could have had hundreds of millions in taxes into the even with the tax breaks. My god. We'll all be eating turnip soup. Revco! Social rate at the bottom. More government creates more problems and less freedom. We need law. There must be balance with freedom. I'm all for Revco. Exactly. Exactly. I'm all for equitable. Like I'm all for. I mean, I agree with you. Look, Bernie wanted to break up too big to fail banks. That is feasible because you can just look at antitrust laws. There are laws in the books to break up too big to fail banks, and that wouldn't um, decrease wealth. That would actually increase wealth. Chad Davis. If Democrats or other assorted left-leaning folks, they would have voted to reelect. That's true. That's true. Libya, he destroyed Libya. That's that, Larry. That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely hilarious. And then De Blasio is like, "You have to be tough to make it in New York. If I can make it, they'll make it anywhere." We gave Amazon the opportunity to be a good neighbor. Instead of working with the community, Amazon threw away that opportunity. No, Mayor de Blasio, your AOC helped you out. That's hilarious. You think Amazon cares? They're like, look, you want jobs or you don't want jobs? Which one is it? You want tax revenue? You don't want tax revenue. Okay, whatever. Now you don't have the jobs. Great. New York is punished for AOC's F grade. That's so awesome. I love it. See, this is part of economic justice should be understanding economics. It's not just like why Amazon isn't coming to Queens and why some New Yorkers are thrilled. Well, why are some New Yorkers thrilled? And then she goes, Amazon is $1 billion company, okay? The idea they will receive hundreds of millions of dollars in tax breaks at a time when our subway is crumbling. Yeah, but you don't understand. The taxes they will pay will help the subways. And communities need more investment, not less. It's extremely concerning. Well, where are you going to get that money then that Amazon would have given? I mean, it's like, like she's a Congress. She's someone in Congress. Doesn't she realize that they would have still paid more than what the community is getting now? When we talk about bringing jobs to the community, we need to dig deep. Has the company promised to hire in the existing community? Even if they hired 1/10, it's still over close to 3,000 jobs. What's the quality of jobs? How many are promised? Still, what if it's like one half, one third? You're looking at close to what, 7,000 jobs? Are these jobs low wage or high wage? Well, what are the jobs now in that community? Are there benefits? Well, what are the benefits now? Can people collective bargain? Can people collective bargain on the jobs at this moment right now in that community? Oh my God. Oh my God. Definitely, definitely share my article in the Federalist. Talks about the communities in the Congo. My God almighty, my God. She came out with a great new deal that Democrats don't even want to vote on. That's true. It could be, look, let's just say let's just say that the majority of the jobs didn't go to citizens within the community though. They would still it would still be an economic benefit overall. It's true, but see, you're talking about 25,000. So there would still be economic growth within the community. Even if look, let's just say that she has a point, there would still be economic growth within the community. So she might have some points, but at the end of the day, the taxes would help the overall community. You're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars in taxes every year. 4 schools, 4 subway, 4 people. This is the daily New York Daily News, which is like still like way it's still like very liberal. Blocking Amazon will help whom? Representative Ocasio-Cortez and other opponents will damage New York to make a point about corporate subsidies. And then this in the Daily News, those 25,000 promised jobs are not minimum wage ones. We're talking about an average of 150,000 a year. If that's true, that's a bad move. In addition, Amazon is going to need more than geeks and nerds. Custodial and security come to mind. Maybe most valuable of all is the effect such a move would have on the community and the city. If it's 150,000 jobs a year, that's bad because then you got the tax revenue of people who live there also. So I don't know. I mean, this is what the New York Daily News. Dusty dude, exactly. I don't know. I mean, you know, this is not working out well for, AOC and progressive Democrats. Just not working out well because it's all about preaching. But if I want a preacher, I go to synagogue, a mosque, or a church. I don't need Democrats who cheated Bernie and blamed Russia with evidence purchased by Clinton. I don't need that. That's not what I don't like. I don't go to the Democratic Party for like spiritual sustenance. you know, it's incredible on Amazon Scrap. It's like you didn't prove anything. You did not defeat the oligarchy. My God. Oh my God. Like it's one thing if it's one thing if they're like destroying the environment or like they're like I can get that, but well, I mean, there you go. Look, at the end of the day, you have William Barr at the DOJ. I mean, Democrats are their political power actually, I mean, once the Mueller probe ends, they'll have zero ability. Manafort should be in jail for 19 to 24 years. Oh my God. Deserves 24 years in jail. Honestly, Trump should pardon everyone tomorrow. This has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with how many years in jail for, I don't know, using a server with top secret intel and you transfer it illegally that gets hacked by China. What he whatever. What he did was not a national security issue. 19 to 24 years for ostrich feather jackets? Are you serious? Are you serious? Revco is going to bring the Dems down in flames, and I will be there to. Yes, Revco. Yes, yes, Revco. It's just, the interesting thing here is that they don't realize it too. They don't realize that it's like, just because you have the media and like Twitter is, I left Twitter, it's the most unhealthy place. And then you have Alan Dershowitz saying it's clearly an attempt at removing the president, overtly removing the president. I mean, we're talking about some crazy, nasty things. And they don't care. Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I left Twitter. One of the reasons. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. It does not matter if there was actually a letter signed by Hillary Clinton said, I paid for everything simply to remove Trump after I lost. They would still be, that's okay. There's nothing, Democrats will never say, oh, by the way, well, gee, you know what? That's off limits. They will never say that. That is not ever happening. You understand? Never, 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 never happening. It's never happening. So don't expect it. Don't worry about, like for example, if you have a family member or a friend, it is not your job to fix Trump derangement syndrome. You are not a doctor. You are not a therapist. Let them worry about Trump. I was, a couple, months, like a year back or like 6-7 months back there, couples were having issues in their romantic relationship regarding Trump. Let those people allow Trump. Spambot 22, yes. It is not your job. I'm just letting you know something. Because, I mean, at first I was like, gosh, I got to keep it real. No. If I'm ever near anyone who just can't stand Trump, and oh my God, he worked with Russia for the Facebook, for the existential, for the climate change, and the Russia, and the Mueller, and the Twitter bots, and the DNC, and I'm going to let them speak. It's not my job to educate them. Oh my God, Trump is insane. Let them believe what they want. 5.1 million jobs created. More jobs than actually people to fill those jobs. Peace between North and South Korea. Bringing home Americans from counterinsurgency conflicts. Signing prison reform. It is not your job. It is not your job to help anyone. Exactly. Exactly. You focus on your happiness, your help, your health, your family, your life, and you will vote for who you want to vote for in 2020. And it doesn't make a difference in your life if anyone doesn't like it. It's not none of your concern. You do you, and that's it. And if you have to leave Twitter and do what H.A. Goodman did, then leave Twitter. Leave Twitter because it's an unhealthy place. Twitter is an unhealthy place. Aria. What is REM doing? Really? Oh, okay. Well, that's hilarious. Everybody hurts. That's hilarious. That is so funny. That is so funny. Oh my god. This is hilarious. Oh my god. Facebook is horrible. I mean, how many stories that turned out to just be complete and utter nonsense? I don't know if they delete your account, but I think you should probably delete it yourself if you don't want to. Ramon, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, it's like it is wow, got 500 viewers, middle of the night. Why not? I mean, the Democratic Party with Twitter. And the hilarious thing will be like, the factions, the different factions that take place, like that'll be hilarious. I mean, honestly, that'll just be hilarious. Just hilarious. The 2020 Democratic primary. I mean, my God. My God. My God. Let's see here. Hey, Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom endorses Kamala Harris for president. Okay. Kamala Harris, the Democratic frontrunner, but she's not the favorite. Why? Well, why not? Oh my God, look at this. This is like I can I can't wait. Oh my God. This is hilarious. No, nobody is ever going to be good enough. Nobody's ever going to be good enough. Nobody is ever going to be good enough on the left. And yet, these same people, when they cheated Bernie Sanders, which thank God Trump is president, but still, it's like they're voting for, they're voting in, They're voting alongside a Democratic Party that is so corrupt. They cheated the one person who embodies all of the policies they claim to want. Where's the Medicare for all bill? Ain't not there. It's apparently not feasible. Apparently, all of these progressive lawmakers were using Medicare for all and a Green New Deal and $15 minimum wage and abolish ICE simply to get votes. Gosh, that's bizarre. That's bizarre. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? You imagine? Actually, Trump does deserve a Nobel Prize. I love these. Donald Trump said he thinks he deserves a Nobel Prize, and Twitter is going crazy. Who cares what Twitter thinks? Twitter is an echo chamber on the left. Now that you have these Democrats worrying about the national debt, Obama almost doubled the national debt. Suddenly they're worried about this. Suddenly they're fiscal conservative. Suddenly. Then they're like, oh my God, Trump said I didn't need to do this. Oh my God, that means no. He's talking about it should have gone through Congress. But he had to do this because it didn't go through Congress. It's so petulant. They're so petulant. Everyone's so petulant on Twitter. It's like they're just so petulant about it. I mean, like, why would you care about what anyone on Twitter has to say about anything? Trump just tweeted a video of Democrats looking sad. Set to REM's Everyone Hurts. Really? The President of the United States, everyone. Yeah, so what? He's not. Look. Get over. This is of course a liberal publication article. Get over it. He's not Bush or Obama or George Herbert Walker or Clinton. He's a different person. Big deal. Get over it. Oh my God, these people. Like, Obama destroys the country of Libya, no problem. But Trump tweets something. It's like, really, everyone, the president, really? You have peace between North and South and South Korea, the beginning of peace. He's bringing home Americans, signed prison reform. You have a great economy. Tell me how this person is horrible. Oh my God, he spends a lot of executive time. So what? So what? Thank God. Thank God I'm not on Twitter. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a waste of time. It's a world that is not reality. It is a cyber world that does not correlate to reality. Reality is not Twitter. And what happens is, if you have a personality like similar to mine, no matter what, you're going to have to respond sometimes to people. But that's the worst thing. Obama helped destroy the country of Libya. Trump did not. Does that mean he's a pacifist? No. But his foreign policy is a lot better. A heck of a lot better. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. We had a great segment. I want you to have sweet dreams. I'll see you tomorrow. Look out for the upload tomorrow morning on this channel. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Exactly. Exactly how H said it would have. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless. To my super chat, thank you. You give me every incentive to rock these live streams. You definitely want to watch this channel for 2019. Check out HA Second Amendment. Some great segments there. I mean, amazing segments, especially if you like firearms and the Second Amendment. And thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Check out my Federalist article regarding AOC's Green New Deal. Thank you.